and administration. Last year, we studied the system of reserved constituencies in assemblies and the parliament of our country. This type of arrangement is meant to give space in the government and administration to diverse social groups whose otherwise would feel alienated from of the government. This method is used to give minority communities a fair share in power. In Unit 2, we shall look at various ways of accommodating social diversities. Point number 4. Power sharing arrangements can also be seen in the way political parties, pressure groups, and movements control or influence those in power. In a democracy, the citizens must have freedom to choose among various contenders for power. In contemporary democracies, this takes the form of competition among different parties. Such competition ensures that power does not remain in the one hand. In long run, power is shared among different political parties that represent different ideologies and social groups. Sometimes this kind of sharing can be direct when two or more parties form an alliance to contest in the elections. If their alliance is elected, they form a coalition government and thus share power. In a democracy, we find interest groups such as those of traders, businessmen, industrialists, farmers, and industrial workers. They also will have a share in the governmental power, either through participation in the governmental communities or committees, or bringing influence on the decision making process. In Unit 3, we shall study the working of political parties. భారతదేశంలో మనం వీటిని రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలు అని పిలుస్తాం. ఈ విధానాన్ని అన్ని దేశాల్లో పాటించడం లేదు. ప్రాంతీయ లేదా రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలు లేని అనేక దేశాలు ఉన్నాయి. కానీ వివిధ స్థాయిల్లో ప్రభుత్వాలు మనలాంటి దేశాల్లో రాజ్యాంగం వివిధ స్థాయిల ప్రభుత్వాల అధికారాలను స్పష్టంగా పేర్కొంటుంది. బెల్జియంలో వారు చేసింది కూడా ఇదే. కానీ శ్రీలంకలో దీనిని తిరస్కరించారు.